Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, members of the Golf Mafia, this is your commissioner speaking, your Don, the captain, whatever you want to go by. This is an emergency press conference. Okay, so obviously we covered earlier in the week the fact that Micah was bringing back the Sunday matches with Grant. He announced on Instagram in this post, and obviously there was the infamous lol comment from Garrett, LOL, at the bottom of it, which obviously sparked a bunch of conversation and controversy and comments, and really the comments that have left just that post. Like in Micah's video that he posted today, the first of that match series, obviously the comments of that video, especially while it was premiering live, there were a lot of kind of reiterations of that. We've seen it on the Reddit, we've seen it all over the place. So there was definitely some controversy spike there. But let me just say this, that I expect that after Micah announced his 3 p.m. EST match premiere, which premiered at 3 p.m. EST, that about 20 minutes before I would get a ting notification, push notification from the YouTube on my phone that GM Golf released a very similar looking and sounding match series with Luke Kwan. 20 minutes before Micah's public announcement of his video with the lol comment. It's a script you can't write, folks. This is a movie. It's entertaining. It's a lot of entertainment. And did it just get personal, man? I don't know. This is like it. Okay, so first things first, obviously Garrett had this, he's talked about this match series with Luke before, he talked about it in his videos before. He didn't just come up with this out of the blue after he saw Garrett talk about the Grant match series. I'm sure this match has been in the works and planned and whatever for a while. He didn't just do it just to spite Micah. But the posting timing, Sunday, ironic, but not crazy. If it was Sunday at like 5 p.m. or 10 a.m., no problem. It would not be that crazy. But 20 minutes before the highly published time of Micah's release of his video, it's crazy. And for those of you guys who don't know, the YouTube golf world, these guys try not to publish at the same times on purpose because it does affect the performance, right? If you have two 30-minute videos come out basically at the same time or within an hour or whatever, one of them's performance will get impacted by the other. Typically good being the biggest. You don't want to release, I mean, I'm different, we're different because this is a different style of content, but like the on-course content, I even noticed it a tiny bit when I tried some on-course content. You don't want to release like a 30-minute on-course video the day or the same day that Good's publishing a video because they're just so big and people are going to choose their videos over other people's videos 90% of the time. And this effect of like almost like view bullying initially can have some pull on the algorithm sometimes, because if people are choosing your video over the other person's video, it can show YouTube that the interest isn't as much there in the video that's not getting clicked right away. Was this intentional? I don't know, and you can't say for sure, but oh my goodness, does it look like it? And oh my goodness, is it just maybe it's because like I'm so invested in this whole YouTube thing, I've been doing it, but it is just the biggest picking up the fish and like I've ever seen. And again, like there could just be a huge coincidence here, right? For sure. I really doubt it though. This was crazy, man. It's okay. So I think it's maybe a little bit warranted, maybe a little bit. And you could argue that because of like the titling of the Sunday match thing. And that was obviously a thing with Garrett before. And now Garrett's kind of being like, no, I'm doing this and whatever. But it's just, it's crazy, man. Like, did this stuff exist? Did this kind of back and forth like drama exist in the YouTube golf world before this whole implosion? Like, it is kind of crazy to be covering these stories and to be talking about these things. And obviously the bigger perspective of just wanting this community to keep growing. Listen, it's a double-edged sword. Yes, it's not great because maybe it affects Micah's views on his video and it's then whatever, and that's maybe not great for the growth, but also when you have things like this going on, it creates interest, it creates buzz, and whether these guys are doing it intentionally or not, there is a lot of hype around the YouTube golf world, hence why the Mafia here is so strong. We are so involved and intrigued and entertained by everything that's going on top of just the content. So anyways, this is a crazy one. I was sitting down watching Scotty Scheffler walk up the fairway on the Players. I'm still watching it. It's paused, but I had to get on here as the commissioner of YouTube Golf and just discuss the happenings going on, the mayor, the whatever you want. Bring it to you guys, the Golf Mafia. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read them all. You guys are awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.